Again? You want another video? Alright, I'll do another video. There's something that people have been asking me a lot. It's all about... Oh, everything's in reverse in the webcam. Where'd they go? Where'd the Zippos go? That I so specifically placed in the background because I know you guys are nosy. That's why I put that sign in the glass right over here. The last video. I thought that'd be pretty funny. My story time video. Because I know you guys are looking. I know you are. You know, you can't always just stare at my face or my mouth moving when I'm talking. You gotta look in the background. I got all kinds of stuff to look at here. You know, we got giant button. We got, you know, knives in the case. Lots of knives to look at. Some Zippo stuff peeking around here. All kinds of stuff if I move a little bit. There's stuff on the shelf and ooh, what's in the cabinet. And there's lots to look at, right? So you have noticed that I purposely put those huge Zippos in the background for the last couple of videos, knowing that people would comment on them. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what they are and show them to you in a little bit more detail. These are the Zippos I used in my Zippo WTF trick video. I thought it'd be kind of funny, just something different. You know, some people didn't get it right away because of the angle of the camera and everything. They kind of thought, at least at first, until I brought the big one out, but they kind of thought like I was just showing it closer. You know, if you have a smaller lighter back here, and then I take it out of frame, I bring it back in closer, it literally looks bigger. But it wasn't until I grabbed the big old mumbo jumbo that they went, wait a minute, something is askew. So anyway, yeah, I want to show these Zippos to you guys. In fact, all three of these are not actually Zippos. The first one is the Ronson. Now, I showed you this Ronson. I did a video on it comparing it to a regular Zippo. That's what the deal is with the first one, okay? So when I did the trick video, I actually used the real Zippo. But in the background, I've had that Ronson there just because it's plain. It's the same kind of finish. It matches, right? So that's the first one. Just a small Zippo size lighter, but not a real Zippo. Then we go up to the next level. Okay, and again, this may look like I'm showing it closer, but it's literally bigger. Okay, here they are next to each other. So open this bad boy up, and it's mimicking like a Zippo. It's very similar. There's no markings on it at all. It's Chinese made, just some, you know, table lighter. And that's what these are. They're table lighters for conversation pieces. You know, if you happen to, I don't know, be lighting something big, a cigar, whatever, if you want to just leave it out, you know, on the table. So table lighters are generally bigger, all right? They're more of a decorative piece. But yeah, I mean, comparing them directly to each other, you can see how different they really are in size. Now, in addition to these, there's also this thing, which is massive, and it's very, very heavy. Same thing, no markings, Chinese made, and thing is huge. So if I put these, yeah, like this, you can see the size difference between these. Now when I did the video, you don't see them together, so it's kind of confusing. If I pop this up real quick and then bring like the second one in, it just looks like I'm holding a little bit closer. But by the time I get to the third one, you're like, wait a minute, is your hand shrinking, your head shrinking? What's going on? So yeah, here's them all together again. You can see the huge size difference. So let's go over them. The Ronson, you already know all the specifics on that, right? These other two are very functional lighters. Okay, the inserts, I mean, it's totally crap on the inside. You can see the thin sheet metal covering the inside, little piece of foam, or felt rather, and then you have your cotton underneath, okay? This one it has a normal tiny flint screw and tube. It's just the spring is a lot longer. It takes a normal sized flint, okay? It just happens to have a bigger wheel, but the flint is exactly the same, so if you want to replace it, it works just like a regular Zippo. You will notice on the inside of the chimney, not chimney, like I like to say, let me put this back in here. You'll notice that there's a secondary one in there, okay, a smaller chimney and a normal size wick, all right? To have everything replicated identically and have a larger wick, it would create a fire hazard and the flame would be it would be massive, all right? So it's not realistic. Even with the small wick, if you do fill this up with lighter fluid, and by the way, for those videos, I didn't fill them up. I just put lighter fluid on the wick, okay, because I didn't want to fill them up. First of all, these things would take like a whole bottle of fluid. And I'm not using them all the time. So it would sit in there forever and it would create a fire hazard. I mean, especially the big one. You don't want a whole bottle of lighter fluid just kind of loosely in this. So anyway, you will notice that there is a secondary chimney, normal size wick. So it's very functional. If you want to use this, you can use regular wicks, regular flints. pretty cool. Big old cam on it. Everything else is just, you know, larger. So pretty cool. This I got, I don't remember exactly where I got these. One of these came from budk.com, which I've gotten that magazine, or catalog rather, since I was like 10 years old. They have all kinds of like cheap crap in there. But yeah, one of these came, I don't know if it was a super big one or the medium sized one, but one came from Bud K for 20 bucks. And the other, both of these were $20. One came from Bud K, I believe the other one came from Things You Never Knew Existed. It was another catalog I used to get all the time. These are both very, very old, you know, many years old, but they're both 20 bucks. This one's kind of cool because you can actually put it in your pocket. And if you're quick with it, you know, some people, you may not notice like that very second. You might think something's different, but it's not as dramatic as this huge one. Although it would be hilarious if you did put this, say, like in your back pocket where you can't really see it, and like just during casual conversation in public, you know, maybe you're a smoker and you're talking to someone who has no idea you have this. It would be extremely funny for just like in the middle of a conversation, you know, just, you know, take a cigarette out of your pack, put a cigarette in your mouth, or, you know, cigar, whatever, and then just pull this out of your pocket nonchalantly and light your smoke. It would be a great laugh. But anyway, this bigger one, still very functional. When this thing opens, you can't tell with the webcam, but it's very, very loud. But if you take a look in here, take the insert out. Huge thing. Come on. There we go. Same deal. Crappy sheet metal, felt pad, and lots of cotton. Enough to probably be a pillow for a baby. Same deal too. Normal size flint screw. All right. Just a longer spring in there. Normal size flints, just a huge wheel. And normal size wick. And you'll notice on this one, there's actually 3 chimneys. Okay, so you have the big one, then you have a secondary one, and then only in the bottom, might be hard to see with the webcam, but there's also a normal size one and a normal wick. So all 3 lighters, very functional. Definitely conversation pieces. Cool for display. I've used them for display for many years. It's pretty much their purpose. I don't actually use these things, but I thought they're pretty cool. And that's it. I just wanted to show you these in a video because people have been asking like crazy, oh my god, I want one, where can I get one? You know, maybe you look on eBay, just type in giant Zippo or you know, huge Zippo lighter, huge petrol lighter, I don't know, just try a bunch of different searches for it. Big, huge, use those words and I'm sure you'll find something. Other than that, like I said, perhaps Things You Never Knew Existed. Google them, maybe they have a website. The lighter side is another one that's like that, just odd, random, funny things. As well as Bud K. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to do a video on that for everyone who's been inquiring about it. So that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it as always. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.